Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lamar off to play fake. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. And they don't connect looking deep there, but this play's not quite over yet. There's a flag on the field. So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag. Play action now with Jackson. Going deep right away. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. It's going to be 2 on the pickup, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 13.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here he is on 3rd and long. He's on the move. Launching deep down the right sideline. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Ravens gonna punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Hard to do better than that, a 66-yard punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. And this just gets past the 20 before going out. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Jackson now on 3rd. Flush down now to his left. Thrown on the run, deep down that left. He's got it deep downfield. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. Ball taken in at the 36. And it gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. That punt goes 63 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Nix from the gun. Hits his running back. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. It's a chain mover if he would have held on, Brock, with the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That one hits at the 6, but can't check up. It gets into the end zone for a touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Forced out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the gun, Jackson. Buys time, rolling right. He just throws this one away.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Fourth down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. This punt out of bounds on the fly. We're waiting for the mark. Looks like they're going to say it's short of the 30. Here's first and 10 from the 34. It's Nix out of the pistol. Setting up the screen. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. Third and short in your back pocket. You can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nix off the play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On first and 10, here's Nix. This is caught inside the 15. All the way, touchdown Denver. The Broncos take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. Cortland Sutton the touchdown. One after tries goodbye lots. And the Broncos will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. First and 10. Now a give right side to Mitchell. And the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. Back at beginning the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They start out 2nd and 10. They motion the tight end over. 2nd and 10 now. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
And the Broncos are in the nickel for this third down. We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. So now here's 3rd and 5. Now here's Lamar. Chased out to his right. On the run right. Lays out for this one. Oh, what a catch! How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. He's on the move. And he's out of bounds just behind that line. Only a yard or two lost, but Brock, we all know, still qualifies as a sack.
You know, Kate, that's one of those situations where the game just, I think, speeds up on the QB a little bit. He doesn't flip it out of bounds before he goes out. It's going to end up as a sack on the stat sheet for the defense, and they earned it with effort, chasing him all the way to the sidelines.
Blitz coming, Lamar. That's incomplete left side. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Play fake, Jackson. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Lamar. Escapes the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now Jackson off the play action. Forced out to his right. And he can escape no longer. They roam over and bring him down. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss.
I know we talk about rhythm a lot when it comes to music, but it's the same thing with a quarterback and his protection. This QB was in rhythm, but they knocked the notes out of him on that one.
They still need 10, but the offense getting set on 4th down. Jackson looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Cut near the goal line. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Ravens can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Tucker able to tack on the extra point. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Coverage team tracks him down as the return reaches the 35. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Nix. Has the connection to Jones. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. On the move, headed right. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing them to dish it before he was ready.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Nix looking to throw. Mims with the grab. And he got this close to midfield before going out. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll throw again. Nix. Able to find Jones. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Complete. It's Cooper. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
This will be caught by Cooper. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I could think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
Looks like they will indeed try it. 4th and 2. Nix from the gun. Chased out to his right. Into a crowd and intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
First down, here's Lamar. Complete out to the right side. And he's out of bounds after pushing just past the 40. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Hit arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Pressure coming, it's Jackson. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks them up, gets it right back for them.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Setting up the running back screen. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Man in motion here. From the 45 on 2nd down. He'll dump this one off. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. But the Broncos will get it back. Whoa, heads up play to recover that one. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Nix. Has it down close. And he nearly broke it for 6. He steps out at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
First down from the red zone. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Back now. Pressure on its way. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal. Bertolet able to knock it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Well, Brock Martin, a touchback. This kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. One last play before the break. He'll throw it. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Huard, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for second down. Here's Nix. Completed over the middle. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Juju Brents with a stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
DBs out there for the Ravens. Third down coming up. To throw, here's Nix. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
On is the punt team, and away goes the punt. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Drive starts out with a first and 10. Mitchell up the middle. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball could go right over their head.
First and 10. Here's Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
On first down, Jackson. He finds Mitchell, complete. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Ball on the 45, first and 10. Lamar now from the gun. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Catch made by Mitchell. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Brandon Jones up for the stop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
From the gun, Jackson. And down he goes. The Broncos got there. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They send a man in motion. Jackson now on third. Getting out to his left. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Forced out to his right. Down the run right, throwing deep down. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. Pat Surtain has it. Well, no doubt they envision that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
On first down, they'll run. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Back to the line they go. It's second down. Throwing from near his own goal line. Finds him over the middle. Takes out a one-stop. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. 16 yards on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Nix with it on first. Completed to Sutton. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Nix off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight and forced the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Hand off to the back. And an opening doesn't materialize. He's caught near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on third down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Complete to Mims. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Broncos will have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Henry on the catch. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos parlay the interception into points. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one right down the middle. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Play action now with Jackson. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Lamar off the play fake. Rolling left, buying some time. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He lets one fly deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal. Tie this game in the 4th. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action with Nix. Mims struggles with the ground. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They give it to him again. Jukes one defender, and they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Broncos only up by a few. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Looking to throw. This is Sutton working the right side. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Cut at the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
They'll try and punch it in. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Buys time, rolling right. Cut near the goal line. And he gets in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos make it a 9-point advantage. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
That one splits the uprights. And the Broncos make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Lutz set to kick this away. This will end up as a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Putting a receiver in motion. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Escapes out to the left. And this one doesn't go far. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up. Here he is to throw. Completed to his running back. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Only one timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's first and 10. Play fake. Jackson. Into the hands of Olave. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. All right, look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
From just shy of midfield on second down. Throwing this back in the end zone. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. To throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he goes out a little short of the 40. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps these drive moving.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, here's Lamar. And this one falls incomplete. Still 17 seconds left to play. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up. They go play fake with Jackson. Flush down out to his left. That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
They kick the running back in motion. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. So the Broncos ride out of here with a win on the road. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Baltimore.